You may be familiar with the tragic accident that happened in the North Atlantic recently. There was a submersible submarine called the Titan that was going to explore the Titanic, the shipwreck where it sunk in 1912 that many have heard of. It looks like they lost contact on the way there, and according to the Wall Street Journal, where I'm taking my sources, got about 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic. So it was on its way down, where it looks like it imploded. Now, they're basing that off of certain Navy systems and different sound signatures. Obviously, when something implodes, it will make a sound wave, and there are systems out there that can pick that up. The engineering aspect, though, I think this is our takeaway, is that if you look in the article, it implies that there might have been a verification issue. In 2018, an organization warned the company that they should use a third-party verification to verify the requirement that it survive up to 6,000 pounds of PSI, pounds per square inch, of force, which is the forces that are there at basically 2 miles below the surface of the ocean. Now, this is all speculation. There will be investigations, and again, I'd refer you to the Wall Street Journal articles, but it's possible that they didn't verify that all the way. Now how do we do this? You can go to a third party to do an independent verification. You can do some in-house verification, but the key here is that you can have all the traceability that you need, but if the actual test report and the crafting of the test isn't done properly, you could pass a test, but if it doesn't satisfy the real requirement in the environment that that function has to happen, basically carrying people down, maneuvering, and then coming back up safely, then the test only gets you so far. This also brings up the difference between verification and validation. We want to validate the submersible can do the mission and survive very intense pressures, whereas a verification test might be a little more lower level about specific material, tensile strength tests, and the like. Now again, the investigations will show all this. I'm just basing this off the article, but I think there are 3 things that we can take away as systems engineers to really show how important our work is and the value that we add. Again, one, the verification aspect. Really looking at a test or an analysis to see, does it really verify the requirement? The second, that only works if the requirement is correct. And I've seen nothing to imply that it wasn't correct. I'd have to look at their requirement spec, but nothing said that they have the wrong requirement. However, the requirement does have to be right. And then the third here is the human systems integration. So you've had what might have been a commercial controller. Again, the investigation will show this, but if the captain of the submersible didn't know the controller, or there were too many buttons, or somehow that interface didn't work, then who knows? It could have made a wrong move, which put it at risk and caused a catastrophe. The details will come out in investigations, but what we can learn here is just how important looking at the actual test is, making sure the requirement's right. And in this case, there's no reason to think that wasn't. And then, not ignoring human factors, HSI, human systems integration. In designing our system, testing our system, having people who are competent and maybe not so competent try and operate it, just to increase that safety margin. Comment below, let me know what you think. Again, tragedy, it looks like all 5 people perished. And there are systems engineering lessons we could take away and that we need to take away. And obviously we see that sometimes there are life safety stakes involved. Comment below, let me know what you think.